The
belongs to her.
Yeah.
fairy.
Some fucking fairy.
No, do not go.
Nope. Some ugly.
Oh,
She gonna hurt
She
you.
probably has a stupid beard. She's probably got like fucking twigs sticking out of her hair.
If you knew my backstory, you would not be saying that.
Fuck all
Fuck
fairies.
fairies. Gosh. This is terrible. We're off
Am
to a
I-
terrible start.
Am I right?
I know.
Nothing good ever came from messing with Faye.
Okay, did anything good come from disrespecting Faye?
I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it?
It kind of doesn't.
I mean-
they're going to do what they want regardless.
I technically kidnapped a fae, and well, we're all here together.
Yeah. And look where that got us.
Look where
On death's door.
A buddy adventure comedy.
Goblin House Studios.
Welcome to our actual play tabletop podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 30 of our actual play tabletop podcast. I'm Matt, and I play Shrimp Stomp.
I'm Bianca and I play Leilathia.
I'm JoJo and I play Ninx.
I'm Spook Jam, and I play Galliot Delaric.
Hey everyone, I'm Cody, and I play Thoradin Stronghollow.
And I'm the Beachmaster. My name is Adam, and I am happy to be here for our 30th episode.
Yay.
We made it to 30.
Well, in our last episode, the party was in the middle of a battle between some kestrel foragers. Kestrel are bird people, basically. And they felt that the group was encroaching on their territory, as they see it. And Ninx tried to, be diplomatic. It did not work. And then shots were fired. So what has happened thus far, Galliot has run and grabbed Ninx and tried to pull her to safety away from these kestrel. Before Galliot came and grabbed her to take her away, she cast Earth Mother's fire to illuminate the kestrel, but they passed their saving throw, unfortunately. And then he started to take her away. Their initial volley caused Thoradin to take a couple arrows. He is wounded. And Delsonora was hit as well by a slingstone. But she cast a spell called False Life on herself to give her a few more hit points. And we left off at the end of the round. So the beginning of the next round will be Ninx. So what we have so far is a distance of about...
Am I still within am I 60 or 90 feet now?
You're further than 60 feet.
Yeah.
So would it be 90?
You're within 90.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Earth Mother's Growth.
Okay, and tell us what that does.
That is basically its entangle. So, instead of it being vines, it's just going to be like large mushrooms.
Like sticky mushrooms that
Yes,
grab
that
them
are
and-
going to come grow and wrap around them. And it's 20-foot square.
20-foot square.
But it's
Okay.
going to be right around the main guy. And so whoever's around within that 20 foot.
So if I'm not mistaken, you could get all 5 of those on one flank, I think?
Yes.
Basically a whatever 4x4 square.
And they have to succeed a strength saving throw.
Now I'm rolling high. Those rolls were so extreme. I already know the outcome. So of the 5 that you're able to get in that Earth Mother's growth spell, 3 of them are able to wrangle their way out of it. Very agile bird people. But the 2 on the furthest flank, they do get entangled by that and make a squawking surprise sound. All right. Now, Galliot has you there, and as it was before, his momentum is kind of taking you away from the battle. What are you going to do with your move action? Are you going to tell him you want to stay there or allow yourself to be?
I let him move me further back.
Is that what you're going to keep doing?
Yeah, we're just going to keep going.
Okay. All right then. Leilathia.
I guess I'm gonna try to shoot some of them with some of my arrows.
Okay. Do you want to shoot one that's not entangled? That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have the 3 biggest kestrel with the bows. They look like they're tough warriors. The other 3 you can see there, a little bit more small and frail. They don't look like warriors. They look like workers. Physically, they look a little weaker. So which one do you want to shoot?
We'll do the one with the arrow.
Okay. The
I guess that guy.
the one next to him is already wounded.
One next to him. This one
Yeah, the one next to him
on that side.
on his right.
I'll do this one right here.
Okay, the not wounded one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
20.
All right. What do you get for your attack roll?
20.
That absolutely hits. Roll some
Nice.
damage for me.
3.
Okay. So you peg him with an arrow. Do you remain in place or do you move somewhere? Keep in mind you have your horse there nearby.
I think I'm gonna move back some.
Okay. Do you want to get behind your horse for cover or
I don't know. That's,
slap your horse in the butt to get it to move? Or
yeah, I think slap it, get it to move, and then.
What? Okay. So move yourself a little bit, however much you want. All right. Thoradin.
Shoot my horse.
All right. Thoradin is going to move up next to Shrimp Stomp.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at Shrimp Stomp. Shrimp Stomp, listen to me very carefully.
Okay.
Get everyone in the sled.
Okay.
Get everyone in the sled, especially Del Sonora.
Right.
Get them in the sled. Slap that horse on the ass. Get it going. Get it moving.
Yes, the sled you made that the horse is pulling.
Yes. And use my free action to reach in to my pack, pull out that collar piece, and give it to you.
Okay. Shrimp Stomp takes it and immediately puts it into his pack.
I'll cover you. I'll cover you all, guys, and I'll meet you further down the way.
Right.
Just do it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, tell us what that does.
Give me a second. I pull up I reach into my bag, pull out a sheet of like a small little like litany parchment, and I mutter, Saturn, please, bless me on this day. And the parchment itself just like kind of flash burns up, and a shimmering field appears around me, and I gain +2 AC for the duration of the spell, which is 10 minutes.
Very good.
And it does require concentration.
Okay.
And in combination with my shield, I have now 20 AC.
Excellent. I hope that...
And as my bonus action, I will also pull out my crossbow, my light crossbow, little hand crossbow.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I'm going to brace myself.
Brace yourself with with Satoans.
For what I'm hoping not, but might be my last stand.
Galliot, you can hear everything that's happened.
Because it's happening right behind me. So I want to pause my running and cast Cure Wounds on you.
Yes.
That was actually going to be my next action.
Very good. Very good.
It's 7, 8, 9, 10.
Excellent.
Nice. I gained 10 hit points.
Yeah. And I can only cast one spell per turn, right? So I couldn't do Bardic
Right,
Inspiration
just
as
one.
well.
Just one.
I like feel like that resurgence of vitality.
Then-
I'm like, oh,
From-
thank you.
So I'm gonna keep running. I'm gonna adjust my path to the sled that's right behind the horse,
Okay.
and I'll just kind of dump Ninks in the
Dump
sled,
Ninks in the sled.
and then turn around next to Shrimp Stomp. I forgot your name. I was gonna call you Spook Jam. It's like, that's not you.
Okay, that's the end of your movement?
Mhm.
All right. So the warriors go. The one that is entangled by Earth Mother's growth. What is the spell save DC of your
13.
13? He is not able to break out of it. So he consumes his action trying to do that. So the warriors, the 3 remaining ones, shoot a volley of arrows. Goes across the group. Thoradin, a couple arrows are just destroyed as they're about to hit you from your shield. Shrimp Stomp, some fall, one behind you, one in front of you, and miss you. But Dulcinora gets hit again.
Oh, whack.
Alright, your wizard takes 2 arrows, and she collapses back into the sand.
What?
Oh, shit.
I didn't even get to do anything.
I'm sorry.
Maybe I should have kept
I'm
running.
so sorry. She is down. Shrimp Stomp.
Well, this is going to complicate exactly what he was going to do because he's going to obey. So I don't know if I can reach that far. He's going to come over and start dragging Dulcinora to the sled.
You're pretty strong, aren't you?
Yeah, 16.
She's a little waif, so you could drag her without too much difficulty, despite being real small.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll drag her and try to dump her into the sled
Okay.
and yell back to Moonshadow. We gotta go! Let's go, Fox!
Actually, Moonshadows would have just followed Lalathia,
okay.
so
Never
I
mind.
failed to mention that.
Fuck.
He just follows her with unless there's special circumstances.
No, the fox is just casually halfway across the field.
What's going on?
Exactly. He's all
Yeah,
the
but
way
he
over
won't
here.
get in the sled unless Lalathia does.
Lalathia, put your dog in the sled.
All right, so that consumes your action.
Okay.
Now the other group of Kestrel go.
Oh, little assholes.
Lalathia, what is your armor class?
14?
Is it 14? Okay. So you get hit by a sling stone. Does 4 damage to you.
Dunk. So I take that from...
Yes, you hit points. One stone whizzes past the horse, and one disintegrates on contact with Thoradin's shield. And that 4th one is unable to free himself from the entangling mushrooms Now the two kestrel further back cease rifling through their baskets and stuff that they have, and one of them pulls a bottle out, and he comes up behind one of the warriors and hands them this flask.
No
This
shit, they got
flask.
bombs.
Oh my gosh.
Delsonora is not conscious, but she'll make her death save, which she fails. All right, Nynx, it rolls around to you again.
The only thing I can do right now, just to be on the safe side, is I can shillelagh my quarterstaff and hold my bonus action.
Yeah, you could do that. Just in case.
Yeah.
All right, Leilathia.
I'm gonna try and shoot another one with one of my
Which
wither
one?
thing.
The one that just got handed a flask is already wounded, and then the one you hit already for a little bit of damage is on the far left flank.
Yeah. I'll go for the one I tried to hit earlier again.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
18.
Good shot. Damage.
4.
All right. Gets hit again. He's big and tough though, so it looks like he can take you.
Steroid taking mother.
Now, you heard Thoradin say get in the sled. You see that Nynx is already in the sled. Shrimp Stomp has dumped Delsonor in the sled. What are you going to do?
I'm going to wait till Thoradin starts coming back. I'll just stay there and maybe scoot back a little bit more and keep shooting my arrows.
And you could jump on the horse instead of the sled if you needed to.
That too.
To free up room for the others.
So all the little ones
And
are
guide
in
the
there.
horse, which would be nice. Okay, so you're going to get maybe close to the horse so you can have the option of doing either thing.
Yes.
Dog.
Moon's Shadow runs up and gets real close to the sled and kind of bites onto Delsonora's cloak and then kind of pulls her further in and makes sure there's more room for everyone. Thoradin.
Thoradin, seeing as how they're potentially about to throw something nasty.
Make a perception check.
Oh.
Make a perception check.
$21.
Ooh, that's very high. Your experience and instinct, based on the body language of the kestrel who's just got handed the thing, you think that he wants to drink it. He doesn't look like he wants to throw it.
Oh, worm.
Well, Thoradin is going to get in front of the group, and he is going to fire his crossbow at the main guy with the potion.
The guy next to him has the potion.
This one?
Yeah, it's
That
one
guy.
of the little guys.
Oh.
He's the most wounded.
All right. Thoradin's going to fire off his crossbow.
Oh shit, is it a healing potion?
And that's a miss. That's 10. No.
Way, don't you have some
12.
inspiration hidden away?
Do I? I do. I guess that means I could reroll.
I mean, cinematically, it sure would be nice. Given the circumstance to just
All right, I will.
bravely...
I'll go ahead and use my inspiration.
Translate as gift from God.
That's less.
Damn.
God's fucked you over.
Well, I tried.
So that's a 7.
That's a 7.
Wasn't really all that good with this stuff.
Hold on. I thought inspiration worked different.
It does. You're supposed to call it beforehand.
Mm.
But I thought, given his heroic action,
Quick,
would be
give him
nicer.
another inspiration.
Well, the only thing I have left to do is just use my bonus action to reload the crossbow. But I am going to stand valiant before our foes. And then as soon as everyone starts getting away, I'm going to run like the coward I am.
Mhm.
It's a valiant effort. That's for damn sure. Gallia,
Yes.
what are you going to do at this critical hour?
Okay. So I'm gonna use my action and cast Bardic Inspiration on Thoradin.
Good job.
And then I'm gonna immediately turn around and hit the horse's butt and jump in the sled.
That was the plan. All right, so you got Bardic Inspiration now.
What does that do?
Just gonna squeeze on it there. That gives you an extra d6 to any ability check, attack roll, saving throw.
Oh, nice.
Bardic Inspiration.
That's where I got it confused.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the player version of inspiration.
Yeah.
Thoradin feels inspired. He's like, yes, I can do this.
Leilathi, I'm going to give you the option of
I'll take it.
South Moon Elves are just bonded to their horses. It's they live their life around them. He's just slapped the horse in the butt to make it go. You could use sort of an inter-turn bonus action to grab and mount the horse real quick before it leaves without you or whatever.
What exactly is Thoradin doing?
Standing
Thoradin's
ground.
standing his ground so we can get away.
Yeah,
Or
once
y'all
we're
can
far
get
enough,
away.
he's gonna.
I really don't want to leave him with that many people.
So you let the
with
horse go?
So,
Okay.
Shrimp Stomp's not in the sled.
well,
Just so you know.
Well, you're there stuffing Delsinore in it. You could
I-
probably
I've-
grab on
I know.
and be drugged through the sand until you let go.
He has not made an attempt to get in.
Okay.
He was not instructed to get in the sled.
It's true.
Listen, you're close enough to the sled. If you need it, you can get in.
yeah, I might step back a little bit further, like I have been, but I'm not going to leave until at least everybody's in the same, a lot closer together. Well,
Yeah.
after, like me, Shrimp Stomp, and
Okay.
Thoradin.
Thoradin.
But yeah, Gallia figured that he could minimize damage if he gets that out of there as soon as possible. And
we might actually be able to keep the sled.
The ropes break.
Yeah.
It's scary. Okay, let's get the horse and those who are in the sled a little bit down.
nice.
All up in his butt.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All these people. Shrimp Stomp, do you bother to grab on?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. So
All
we
right.
we have our warriors out,
Oh, there you go.
still facing down the enemy. Foremost being Thoradin.
Thoradin, like, just he hears the sled going,
Mm-hmm.
so he just assumes everyone was in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can
That's
still
fair.
smell shrimp stomp though.
Well, I mean,
Well,
that
That
that's the
scent
smell that
lingers. Yeah, it's in his nose. He's almost nose blind to it at this
Just like,
point.
I think we're nose
Are we
might
blind at
be.
this point.
Are we? I mean, there's a slim chance.
I mean, it's been.
I feel like we are talking
You
about
can't
his
smell
stench
anything but
less.
sky thistle.
I mean, it's been a week and a half, or a
Yeah.
little over a week.
Yeah.
Y'all,
Day 10. This is midday of day 10.
The
y'all are
most-
probably
Y'all
nose
met
blind
each
to him.
other.
You don't notice.
The farthest we've been away from him is a room in an inn right next to his.
Where he stained the mattress with his filth.
Yeah.
And
You've
couldn't
never
eat-
been away.
Couldn't eat all the snacks. Couldn't eat all the snacks.
He stays with Delsinora because she's the only one who can't smell it. All right, the warriors are going to go. So the warrior that is entangled still cannot get free of these mushrooms that are wrapped around his legs.
What a
Sucks.
loser.
What a loser. He's hacking at it with
You're
a
gonna
knife
die.
now. Hopefully he doesn't accidentally stab his own leg.
He
Turns out
probably
you're
will.
struggling against ground penises. What? Can't even get free.
Ooh. Ground penises. The one who was just handed the flask drinks it.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
Chug, chug, chug.
Is it like a berserker? What do they call those people?
Mhm.
I'm really worried.
I hope it's a health potion and not like a potion that makes him like big and strong.
Mhm.
Like roid out.
He's just gonna like dash over and just start pounding Thoradin into the ground.
He just starts skipping.
No, he looks like
picking
he
flowers.
feels a little bit better.
His attack
It
is
was the
now
BBEG
automatically
juice.
yeah,
Oh no!
turns into a like 8-foot tall dragon.
Bahamut.
Oh, he looks like he feels a little bit better. The one on the far left flank, he hits Thoradin once.
Oh no!
Oh man.
Mm.
Has it been 10 minutes?
No, not even.
Okay, dope. Never mind. You're fine, Thoradin. You're fine.
Dealing 4 damage.
It's been like 5 seconds saving
Yeah, but
sweet
what about
cast
the
and all that
shield
stuff.
thing?
It got through.
Yeah.
That makes him more difficult to hit. But he rolled
And-
really high.
So that's 9. And now I have to roll to see if I keep my concentration because I took damage. Just like unfazed. Just...
Thoradin is unfazed by that arrow strike.
Is that the best you can do? He says, and then immediately regrets it because he's vastly outnumbered.
Yeah.
The largest one, which is the one that Ninx talked to earlier, that seems to be the leader. It makes some squawking and screeching noises, and the other Kestrel, the workers, seem to perk up at whatever that he is saying in their language, and he shoots. He sends 2 arrows, one towards Shrimp Stomp and one towards Thoradin. Neither hit.
Thoradin just assumes they miss really
Yeah.
wide.
Mhm.
Okay, and the one that just he drank a health potion is now Shrimp Stomp's turn.
All right. Shrimp Stomp has completed his objective. He got someone into the sled, and the sled is on its way. So, now he must help his friend.
All right, the left flank Kestrel is the most wounded one.
So,
The far right flank is entangled, and the one next to him that just drank a potion still looks a little bit wounded. And the leader is unwounded.
so for dramatic effect, he is going to cast Umaira's protection. So Shrimp Stomp grabs his crystal and thinks about Umaira. His grime and scent fade away, and he's glowing pink again. And he's going to march right up next to Thoradin, and he's going to slowly look over at Thoradin and smile with his squeaky, clean white teeth.
Oh, weird.
Thoradin's just like,
and go, I did it, Thoradin! And he's going to pull out his bow and get ready to shoot.
what? You were supposed to be in the sled.
He's just,
What are you doing?
just all teeth and thumbs up. I did it!
Clean Windex teeth.
Yep.
Wait. 1 sec. It fell. Alright, now we're good.
You were supposed to be in the sled.
What do you mean?
No, you said get Delsinor in the sled and get this horse moving. Horse is moving with Delsinor in the
I
sled.
said get everyone in the sled. You're part of everyone.
No, I'm just Shrimp Stomp.
Thoradin's like, oh god. The little guy's gonna die.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
I gave you the piece so you can keep it safe.
Yes, it's safe in my pack. I've got it.
I love shrimp logic.
I followed the instructions to the T.
Didn't
I did
even
exactly
bother,
what I
like-
was told.
Now, what is it about Umaira you thought about as you casted the spell?
You know.
I would definitely be much safer and protected, squeezed right between her nubs.
You would too. The sheer gravity.
Just thinking about him, going, oh, enveloped, so protected, and just start to glow.
He's like, well, at least the others are safe.
didn't even bother to think. Like,
Didn't even
maybe-
turn around, didn't even look. He's like,
Okay.
No idea. There's another person here.
All right. So,
let me double check real quick before I end my turn, make sure that is an action and not a bonus.
that'd be convenient if it wasn't.
Because I know one of them is, I think it's just Hellish Rebuke is my reaction. But I don't remember if this one is a bonus action or not. Yes, okay, yeah, that was my action then.
Okay. So next, the second group of Kestrel go. The one that handed the Kestrel warrior the potion returns to the other one, and they start dragging away their baskets of harvested clams. And two more of the workers join them, as it's heavy. So they begin taking that away. The other two workers begin to flank out more and get separated from the rest of the group, afraid of some other spell being cast. Well, Thoradin, in the sand, just a few steps ahead of you, you see two depressions just appear in the sand. And they look like giant cloven hooves. Shrimp Stomp, off to your right, you see two other depressions form in the sand that look like giant humanoid feet. You're like, whoa, what is this?
What the hell?
The two warriors that moved loose sling stones at Shrimp Stomp and Thoradin. Thoradin, the one headed towards you, stops about halfway the distance between them and you and makes a clanging sound as if it hit metal, and it bounces off and falls into the sand. Del Sonora makes another death save, which she passes.
Yay.
So Nynx, you're in a bouncing, moving sled being dragged through the sand, too far away from the Kestrel to attack.
Am I within 120 feet?
I don't think so.
Even if you're thinking about a spell, the bouncing and
I have a sling. I could.
not in the sled is moving around so much as it's being
Okay.
dragged through the. You just have to hold on.
Yeah, I still have my shillelagh going and holding on because that's really.
That's about all you can do is not fall out of the sled. All right, Leilathia.
I'm gonna move over here so I don't shoot people I'm traveling with. But the guy that drank the potion, I'm gonna try to shoot him.
All right. What's your roll?
Big money. 26.
Damn.
Is that a natural 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Double damage.
Roll your damage and double the number you get on your dice. It's a critical hit.
Well, that's a 4.
Oh.
Okay. Well, you still hit him pretty good. That would have been epic.
So close.
Just pulls back hard on her bow, just
Right between his eyes.
and he's like, "Oh no!" and it hits him in the hand.
He can't use his bow.
He's like, no.
Thoradin just kind of like looks back.
I'm like, hey, Thoradin,
Ugh.
watch it.
Rolls his eyes.
These arrows are flying.
Thoradin.
So
It is your
Thoradin,
turn.
he's like looking,
Shrimp Stomp's just giving him the thumbs up.
just double thumbs up at Thoradin.
His
Passionately.
pearling white teeth.
He sees, these imprints in the sand, and he's like, "I think I might know what's going on." But I'm going to go ahead and cast.
The quote-unquote toes of the cloven hooves are pointed at the kestrel.
But I'm going to go ahead and cast Thaumaturgy. As it's a cantrip. And I'm going to make a sound behind them.
Behind the warriors
like,
or behind the retreating workers?
No, like behind everyone.
Okay.
And it's, let me see if I can actually do that. So I create a sound, the sound of ominous whispers right here.
Ooh. What kind of ominous whispers?
Like kind of demonic sounding, like,
Okay.
like something evil is just like literally right in their midst.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know if I have to roll for anything.
Just making spooky noises, bro.
I mean, it's basically just making spooky noises.
Okay. You see the kestrel, all their feathers stand up and start darting their heads around. Remember, they can turn their heads around and look right behind them too.
Mm-hmm.
They look very surprised.
All right.
Some of the feathers fall out due to stress.
A few feathers throughout the area.
So I look over at Shrimp Stomp, and I assume he's probably like looking at these like humanoid feet impressions.
Yep.
It's like, I think we got lucky today. Come on, let's go.
While they're distracted.
That's not going to keep them distracted for long.
And disengage.
Shrimp Stomp is kind of looking at the cloven hooves and then the feet that are next to him, and he's just gonna kind of almost hopefully go, "Oh, Myra!"
They're pretty sexy footprints.
God.
Man, these footprints really remind me of some nub-nubs.
Those feet definitely support nub-nubs.
You can tell by the pressure placed upon the palms of the foot.
Oh my God.
There's more.
You can calculate.
There's more weight on the toes than there is the heel of the feet, so you can tell it's definitely not trying to lean too forward.
Doing the math in his
He took a
head.
class on feet.
So Thoradin's going to like clap Shrimp Stomp on the back. And then he is going to move
Run!
25 feet.
Right in front of my arrow? What are you
Right
thinking?
right in front of you.
You can.
You got
do
2 feet
it.
on him. You can just rest your arm on his head.
That's true. Forgot about that part.
I imagine he assumes that you will easily choose a way to not shoot.
You never roll up on me whenever I have my weapons out.
You might get paranoid.
Yeah.
I'm
supposed to
I'm
go
high
with
as
the
a kite.
Just looking down her arrow, and you just see this little dwarven head right on the crosshairs.
Are you giving her an expression that says like "go"?
Yeah, it's like, go.
Okay, fine. Fine.
And that will be my turn.
Okay, Galliot, you can't do much more than hold on to the sled unless you got something clever in mind.
I was going to either try and cast Cure Wounds on Delsinora, or try and climb up onto the horse so we have some sort of direction on where the fuck we're going.
You could try that. You wouldn't be able to cast the spell,
Gotcha.
but you could make a strength check
Oh
to
no.
hold on to those, to climb up that rope.
That's
towards
what
the
he
horse.
doesn't have.
Literally any other kind of check, and I'm great. But strength,
We'll do a
Really?
dexterity check when you try to get onto the horse.
bro. It's like even if you like chose athletics or acrobatics, I could do that. Those are both
But-
strength. But that's not the dice for strength. I was like giving myself just a max of 6.
You don't want that.
Beep 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 beep. 13.
Okay. The horse's back legs, moving so furiously in the sand, kicking up. You can get about halfway up the rope. You can't quite get up to the horse's butt in the saddle,
Gotcha.
but you're on your way. All right. The warrior on the left flank, his feathers are sticking all the way up. He's looking all around him. He's looking at the footprints in the sand in the direction that the sound came from. And he turns and pushes the worker nearby forward, and he starts to retreat, forcing the warrior, the worker to as well. All right, the one who just got hit by a second arrow after taking the health potion turns and tries to free the warrior next to him, who still cannot get unentangled from the mushroom.
Jesus. What kind of
I'm
steroid
gonna be stuck there until the tide comes in.
Yeah.
The leader screeches at all the others and fires one last arrow at Shrimp Stomp, which misses, before kind of just assessing the situation in general, flipping around, looking up, looking down. Where is all this coming from? And he looks a little bit spooked. Shrimp Stomp.
Shrimp Stomp is going to call out to the sexy feet in the sand and go, Myra, protect us as I'm protecting them. And he is going to turn around and just follow Thoradin.
Falls over.
As he retreats.
Okay. All right. Excellent. The workers, two of the workers pulling the bags of harvested clams, just drop it and run. And the other two struggle to still carry them away. The remaining worker tries to help the entangled one, and he actually makes some progress and starts to pull him out of the mushroom.
Oh, nice.
Okay, Delsinora makes another death save and passes.
Yay, 2.
Nynx, you're in the sled. You can see Galeot's trying to get up on the back of the horse.
Huh.
What are you gonna do, if anything at all?
I stand under him.
You could make sure Delsinora doesn't
Well, yeah.
Die.
bounce out of the sled.
Die or
Die.
like fall out.
It's moving too much to actually do any real stabilization, but you can
Yeah.
keep her from
I'll
bouncing
just make sure that she's stable.
Tied to the sled.
out. Okay. Leilathia, Thoradin made it pretty clear you need to run.
I most definitely start taking off in the direction that my horse is going.
Okay.
Physically catch up with the horse.
Yeah.
It hasn't moved in like 3 turns.
Nynx, you feel a jolt as Moon's shadow jumps out of the sled and runs through the horse's footprints, kind of in Leilathia's direction. But by now the horse is much further down the beach. Thoradin, you gonna keep moving?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep ushering everyone who has stayed behind.
You know, half the party.
half the party. Idiots.
You should know by now that we don't just leave people behind like that.
Well, Thoradin, you hear a sound. At this point, further behind you, you hear a huge thump that shakes the ground, and you really feel it. And it sounds what you imagine a giant hammer hitting sand would be like.
Mm.
And if you look back over your shoulder, a big plume of sand has kind of erupted in the air somewhere in front of the kestrel, which is also very scary.
Mm.
At least you'd imagine from their point of view.
Is that what your spell did? Jeez.
Galeot, make an athletics. I'm sorry, athletics.
Sure.
Athletics check. That is 13. Again.
Okay, you're in a very precarious spot now. You're in danger of falling off the sled,
Mhm.
but you don't. But you're not able to get on the horse's back quite yet.
Dang.
Okay, the remaining warriors are able to finally free the one entangled one, and they begin retreating. they move towards their baskets of harvested clams and start hauling them away. And by this point, there's so much distance created between you that both groups have departed. All right, the Kestrel have run in fear through your clever trickeries and brave, almost last stand. We were worried.
Yep.
The party is running after the horse, which by this point is starting to slow with the sled. And we're gonna leave it at there for episode 30, and see the aftermath of this beach conflict in episode 31. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Please hit the download button when you listen to us. It only counts for us if you do that. So please do that for us. That'll help us out immensely. And you can find us on...
You can follow us on Twitter at Goblin House ST.
You can also follow us on TikTok and Snapchat at Goblin House Studios.
You can follow us on Facebook at Goblin House Studios.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.